From January 3rd to January 12th, 26 Cappuccino students went on the trip known as Sojourn to the Past to learn more about the civil rights movement and the people involved in it. Let's hear from some of the students that went.
Probably the Martin Luther King gravesite, because to me that really got me on an emotional level, and it was breathtaking.
When we went to the Civil Rights Museum and they had this big stone table, and in the middle water was coming out like a little fountain, and they had names of people who were part of the Civil Rights movement and had gotten killed in it for basically being who they were. And just being there, touching the names of the people, just brought up lots of upsetting things with everybody. Thinking about, little kids who had died in this, and, other people who were really part of this.
Is to not become a silent witness and to learn how to forgive, because after learning about all the leaders, civil rights leaders in the past, after hearing them as speakers on this trip, made me realize that they did not hold any hatred or grudge against those who hated them, especially the KKK or other white supremacists.
I learned a lot. It's kind of hard to pick out one thing, but one of the big messages that we learned was don't result in violence. Nonviolence is key, and that's what Dr. King practiced.
How destructive hate can be. And personally in my life, I often resort to negative feelings as a release for myself, and I just think that after Sojourn, I'll do that a lot less, because I can just see how easy it is and how wonderful just not hating can be, just acceptance.
But the one that stood out the most was, we're all brothers. We have the same blood running through our veins, same red blood. Doesn't matter what the color of our skin is. We're all people. Why does it matter the way you look?
Event for me, I think personally, was meeting Jimmy Webb and hearing him speak, because out of all the speakers, I think he got to me the most, and it made me realize that I had to change my own ways.
The last day of Sojourn, because that's where each and every single student, even including teachers, reflected on how they really felt and showed how they've changed throughout this whole trip. A lot of people, like from the beginning of the trip towards the end, changed because they learned values and morals that they never thought about in their lives.
I'm joining SCLC. That was a civil rights organization that Dr. King was head of before he was assassinated.
Yeah, I'd very much encourage other people to go on this trip and to try very hard, because it's a really good trip and it's really inspirational. It helps others, and it motivated me to keep being to try to be an activist. And I think other people, I definitely recommend this trip.
I think everyone should go on this trip. It's one of the most amazing experiences that I ever had. You meet so many people who want to do the same things that you do. They want to make a difference in the world. And I think if you're the one person who speaks up, you can make a difference. Don't think just because it's only you that you're not going to make a difference, because you really can. And you just need to focus on not being a silent witness, as Dan said, and speak up against injustice.
If you'd like to go on the trip next year, go to www.sojournproject.com.